What's up, everybody? We're back with another What's Going On, episode 2. I'm your host, Chase Allen. No, I'm just kidding. But excited to do another video today. So, really just wanted to kind of touch on some stuff that I've been doing lately, fill you guys in on some books I've been reading, some movies I've seen, some purchases I've made, and then also hopefully let you guys know what I have going on music-wise. So if you want to check any of that out or come see me play live or anything like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, first, let's get into some books that I've read recently. So this first one here is Norwegian Wood. I really, really liked this book. For any of y'all that are avid readers out there. If not, you can kind of skip through this if you want, but I really, really like this book. It tells a really interesting story. I would say it's pretty captivating in terms of like just what it's about and how it kind of goes through the whole thing. So I would definitely recommend this book if you haven't read it yet. So I'll try to. I don't know if I'll link the book in the description, but I'll try to at least give the names of everything that I mentioned here. Okay, the next is more of like a prose kind of poetry thing. This is Mexico City Blues by Jack Kerouac. It's just basically got these like 242 choruses throughout the whole book, and none of them. I mean, some of them do have relevance to one another, but for the most part, they're just like kind of separate. Poems, choruses, as he calls them. He sort of calls himself a jazz poet, if you will. So, really enjoyed this. Would definitely recommend it. I would say it's obviously not a novel, so if you're not really into that type of thing, then maybe it's not for you. But if you kind of like mixing it up, I would definitely recommend this. Next, we have another poetry collection. This is You Get So Alone at Times That It Just Makes Sense. This is by Charles Bukowski. This is one of my favorite sort of poem collections that I've read yet. It's very human. It just has this really cool like feel to everything. It feels so relatable, I guess, in a way. Like everything about it is just is so well done. So if you haven't read any of his work before, I would definitely recommend it. I'm looking to get another kind of collection of his soon, poetry-wise, and see how that goes. So that's pretty much all the books I've read here recently in their entirety. I'm working on a book right now, Clara and the Sun. That'll probably be like in the next one. Enjoying it so far, but I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, next I want to get into some movies that I've seen recently. So movies kind of the same thing that it's been with some of the writings and whatnot, where I've read a lot. I mean, I've watched a lot of different things. So for the most part, movie-wise, one of the biggest things I've started recently is watching the Marvel movies in chronological order. And when I say chronological order, I mean in the like year-wise, in terms of like that universe, in terms of like how all that's happened. So started with Captain America, then I think next was Captain Marvel, and then after that we did Iron Man 1 and then Iron Man 2. So I think next on the list should be Iron Man 3. But yeah, so far it's been cool. I've seen like, I guess like multiple Marvel movies before, so it's not the first time I've seen any Marvel movies, but it's my first time watching them in this order. So it's kind of a little bit of a different experience, I would say, kind of picking up on things as they come along, being like, oh, that's related to that. Oh, that happened this long ago. And so then it comes back at this point. So interested in still watching that. Also watched Manchester by the Sea. That was maybe like the most sad movie I've ever seen, honestly. So if you're into sad movies, like I would definitely recommend that movie. If you've seen Beautiful Boy, which has Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet in it, that movie is also like just about, once again, like both of these movies are just about these like very human things that happen. They're just like not necessarily happy endings. It's just about life in general, and sometimes that doesn't always have the most happy ending. But both of those movies were really good. Would definitely recommend both of those. And then TV shows. Recently, we've been watching Community, which I've seen the first season of before, I believe. It's just like one of those things that's like super chill, really easy and like kind of fun to watch, especially after you've watched something like a sad movie. It just can kind of like, lift you out of that a little bit. And the reason for starting Community was really because we had been watching Friends, and obviously you've probably heard recently, if you're a fan of the show Friends, that Matthew Perry passed away. And so that was kind of like, man, like that really sucks, because obviously Chandler is such a big part of like Friends, and it's just kind of hard to, I mean, I haven't watched it since he did pass away, so I'm kind of taking a little bit of a break from that show right now, but I'm sure we will get back into it at some point. And then other TV shows, I've kind of been watching The Office some too. Never really watched The Office before, but kind of just watching it, honestly, sort of like Community too. It's just really fun, really easy. Kind of has more of a, I don't know, maybe less of a storyline than Community does in a way, but it's just like very comedic, easy to watch at the end of the day before going to sleep at night or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for movies and TV shows. Probably will start some more between the next time that I do one of these, so I'll fill you guys in then, depending on what I've seen at that point. Okay, now for a recent purchase. Give me just a second to get this on screen, but I recently got a typewriter. So this is a Royal Safari typewriter. I don't know if you can see that here, but I recently got this because I was super interested in kind of doing some more writing, and I'm going to go ahead and hand that back. Thanks. So recently picked that up to do some just writing in a different kind of way, because I wanted to continue to write songs, yes, but I also wanted to just be able to write and kind of disassociate from like any kind of media or any kind of technology when I was writing. And so I bought that Royal Safari. It's in super great condition. It's from the 60s. Bought it off of Etsy. And honestly, I've used it pretty much every single day since I've got it. I've done a lot of typing, a lot of writing with it, and I've really enjoyed that. And so, yeah, it's kind of unique. It's something a little bit different. We all have computers. We all have iPhones, a lot of us anyways, and sometimes I think that can, whether it's the spell check or whether it's the technology behind it, I think sometimes can get in between the thought and then the action. And I feel like a typewriter is it's just so simple in terms of what it can do is put letters on a page. And as someone who wants to get to the core of whatever that thing is when you're writing, of whether it's getting to the exact thought that you have or getting to the exact thing you want to say, in my opinion, it just does that better than anything else that I've used, where you just sit down and you type and what you do is what comes out. So anyways, recent purchase, Royal Safari typewriter. All right, to wrap everything up, just going to talk about some in terms of my music, where I've been playing recently, where you can find me if you want to come hear me play. And also, if you know anyone who's looking for, I guess, like an acoustic kind of gig night, whether it's a restaurant or, bar, any place like that that's looking for live music, definitely hit me up in the comments or something below. But basically lately I've been playing some open mic nights here in Birmingham, based in Birmingham, Alabama right now. So I've been playing at Oak Hill Bar and Grill in Homewood on Wednesdays. Tuesday I checked out Roho last week, and we'll definitely try to keep going there weekly. If you want to find me there, check out my Instagram below. I'll have that linked if you're kind of curious where I'm going to be, like on a specific night. And then also, I think I'm going to check out the Nick this week on a Monday night. I hear they have a pretty cool open mic night going on. And I'll have some shows kind of lined up soon, and I will try to keep those like posted in the best way that I can. But probably going to wrap this video up here. I just want to kind of let you guys know what I had going on recently, and give you some book recommendations, movies, TV shows, whatnot, and let you know what I have going on music-wise. And so definitely stay posted on what's gonna come in terms of shows and open mics and those type things. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.